I did not count on their basketball IQ being that high. I knew it was high, obviously, because they play at this level. A unique collaboration with the best players in the world. I mean, what coach on this planet wouldn't want to be in this situation? It was, if you're going to do something in life, do it passionately.
Cheryl Miller, basketball legend and two-time NCAA champion, just dropped a bombshell announcement about the Indiana Fever. What could this mean for the struggling WNBA team? Miller's return to coaching might be the game changer the Fever desperately needs. The Indiana Fever have been searching for a spark to reignite their competitive fire. After a string of challenging seasons, the team's performance has left fans hungry for a return to their former glory. Enter Cheryl Miller, a basketball icon ready to usher in a new era for the struggling franchise. Miller's arrival couldn't come at a better time. The Fever have been in desperate need of a fresh perspective and a winning mentality. With her legendary status and proven track record, Miller brings instant credibility and excitement to the organization. But what sets Miller apart isn't just her storied past, it's her innovative approach to coaching. She's not your typical authoritarian figure barking orders from the sidelines. Instead, Miller believes in fostering a collaborative environment where players have a voice in the game plan. This unique coaching philosophy emphasizes player input during crucial moments. Miller encourages her team to suggest plays and strategies, tapping into their on-court instincts and basketball IQ. It's a refreshing change that empowers players to take ownership of their performance and contribute to the team's success beyond just their physical skills.
Take some rest and make a decision for myself, which is at times can be hard to do, and I'm honestly proud of myself for doing that. Way further back from where I actually shot it from.
How will she go for history?
Miller's excitement about working with elite talent is palpable. She recently expressed her enthusiasm, saying, "What coach on this planet wouldn't want to be in this situation? Or not just. This genuine passion for developing top-tier athletes is exactly what the Fever need to elevate their game. The impact of Miller's leadership style on the team's performance and culture could be transformative. By fostering an environment of open communication and mutual respect, she's likely to unlock the full potential of her players. This approach not only improves on-court decision-making, but also builds confidence and camaraderie among teammates. Miller's track record speaks for itself. Her ability to inspire and motivate players has led to success at every level of the game. Now, she's bringing that winning mentality to a Fever team, eager to prove themselves in the highly competitive WNBA.
And then they also know how much she wants them to improve. She's a consummate coach, and she knows how to touch people and make them grow.
But it's one thing to know the game, knowledgeable in this, but now you got to put it here. You guys know, it's not easy. And we're going to continue to get better and better. All you have to do is look at, college basketball and what's coming next, the next wave.
The revitalization of the Fever's performance won't happen overnight, but Miller's presence already has fans and players buzzing with anticipation. Her reputation for demanding excellence from her players, combined with her supportive coaching style, creates the perfect recipe for growth and improvement. As the team adapts to Miller's methods, we can expect to see a more cohesive unit on the court. Players who may have been hesitant to speak up in the past will now have the opportunity to contribute their insights. This collaborative approach could lead to more creative play calling and better in-game adjustments, giving the Fever a strategic edge over their opponents. Miller's vision for the Fever extends beyond just winning games. She's aiming to build a sustainable culture of success that will attract top talent and turn the franchise into a perennial contender. By fostering an environment where players feel valued and empowered, Miller is laying the foundation for long-term success. The impact of this new era under Miller's guidance could ripple throughout the league. As other teams take notice of the Fever's transformation, we might see a shift in coaching philosophies across the WNBA. Miller's approach could set a new standard for player-coach relationships and team dynamics. Cheryl Miller's arrival at the Indiana Fever isn't just about bringing in a big name. It's about building a winning culture from the ground up, and Miller's already impressed with what she's seeing from the team's young roster. These up-and-coming players are showing a level of confidence and fearlessness on the court that's caught Miller's eye. She's quick to praise their basketball IQ, admitting, "I did not count on their basketball IQ being that high." It's a promising sign for a team looking to make waves in the WNBA. But Miller knows that raw talent isn't enough. That's where her approach to player development comes in. She's a firm believer in the power of film analysis. As she puts it, film doesn't lie. It's a tool that allows players to learn from both their successes and mistakes, providing a clear picture of areas for improvement. This emphasis on film study is just one part of Miller's comprehensive approach to developing her players. She's looking at the big picture, focusing on how to help these young athletes grow not just as basketball players, but as professionals. Miller believes that as these players gain experience, they'll develop crucial skills like making quick in-game adjustments and changing momentum during tough stretches.
And support you guys and what you've been able to accomplish so far in a young career.
When they start playing and she starts giving them kind of corrective directions, then they realize how much she really knows of the game.
And so they're making those game, in-game and out-of-game adjustments. The only thing I see that's going to happen the older they get is how to stop the run sometimes.
The only thing I see that's going to happen the older they get is how to stop the run sometimes and how to change the momentum during games, Miller explains. It's this kind of insight that could be a game changer for the Fever. But Miller's vision for success extends beyond just player development. She's thrilled about the state-of-the-art practice facilities available to the team. In fact, she's not shy about comparing them favorably to what you'd find in the NBA. They're better than probably 98% of the NBA, Miller boasts. This commitment to providing top-notch resources is a clear signal that the Fever are serious about competing at the highest level. These facilities aren't just about having shiny new equipment. They're a statement of intent, showing players that the organization is invested in their success. It's the kind of environment that can attract and retain top talent, giving the Fever a competitive edge in the league. Miller's approach to building a winning culture isn't limited to what happens on the court or in the practice facility. She's also a strong advocate for fair negotiations and strong leadership in women's basketball. Miller believes in taking a firm stance to achieve the desired outcomes when it comes to negotiations. She's pushing for tough and fair negotiators and visionaries to lead the way in women's basketball. This emphasis on strong leadership and fair treatment is crucial for the long-term success of not just the Fever, but the entire WNBA. Miller understands that to build a truly winning culture, you need to create an environment where players feel valued and respected both on and off the court. Cheryl Miller's return to basketball isn't just about the Indiana Fever, it's a sign of the growing momentum in women's basketball as a whole. Miller herself recognizes this shift, saying, "This wave of momentum reflects the journey of women's basketball. The sport is gaining more attention and respect than ever before, with record-breaking viewership and increasing media coverage."
But think about it, guys. Yesterday I'm walking around in this amazing facility just for women.
The one I really remember is when LeBron James put me on his Instagram story. It's LeBron James.
I've been competing for a year straight. Tolls can be taken, and obviously I've been very fortunate to have so many great opportunities.
Rising stars like Caitlin Clark are at the forefront of this new era, and they're not shy about expressing their admiration for legends like Miller. Clark's respect for Miller shows just how far-reaching the impact of these trailblazers has been. It's a testament to Miller's enduring legacy that the next generation of players looks up to her not just as a historical figure, but as a continued source of inspiration. But the path to WNBA stardom isn't easy. Newcomers face significant challenges as they transition to the professional level. The physical nature of the game can be a shock to even the most talented college players. The WNBA is known for its intense physical style of play, and rookies often struggle to adapt in their first season. Added to this physical challenge is the intense scrutiny that comes with playing at the highest level. Every move, both on and off the court, is analyzed and critiqued. For young players like Clark, this scrutiny can be overwhelming. She's already experienced aggressive play and has been at the center of disciplinary discussions, highlighting the pressure these young athletes face. Miller understands these challenges all too well. That's why she's a strong advocate for creating a supportive environment for young players. She believes in nurturing talent while still maintaining the competitive spirit that makes the WNBA great. As Miller puts it, her role is to pay it forward by leading by example.
I grew up playing with the boys, and my dad was my first ever basketball coach. Before every game, I look at my dad and I give him a nod. He gives me a nod.
I wasn't playing in front of a bunch of people screaming at me. I was used to the college scene when fans were allowed back in here, but
this balance between support and competition is crucial for the future of women's basketball. Miller wants to create an environment where young players can thrive thrive and develop their skills without losing the edge that makes the game exciting. It's about fostering growth while preserving the intensity that fans love. Miller's vision for the future of women's basketball is ambitious. She sees a sport that continues to grow in popularity and respect, with players who are not just athletes but role models and leaders. The depth of talent in the league is unprecedented, as Miller notes. Many players don't make the national team, and they're really, really good. This abundance of talent is driving the sport forward, raising the level of play and creating more competitive and exciting games. As the quality of play increases, so does the fan base, creating a positive cycle of growth and development. Miller's work with the Indiana Fever could play a significant role in this broader evolution of women's basketball. By implementing her collaborative coaching style and emphasis on player development, she's not just building a better team, she's creating a model for success that could influence the entire league. Her approach to fostering a culture of excellence and collaboration could set a new standard for how WNBA teams operate. If successful, we might see other teams adopting similar strategies, leading to a league-wide shift in how players are developed and coached. Moreover, Miller's emphasis on film analysis and continuous improvement could help raise the overall level of play in the league. As she says, film doesn't lie. By encouraging players to learn from both their successes and mistakes, she's promoting a culture of constant growth and adaptation. Thanks for joining us on this journey through one of the most thrilling chapters in sports history. Stay tuned because this story is far from over. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I appreciate it.